What's up guys, today I would like to explain about spin rate. Let's get started. First of all, what is the spin rate? Spin rate, as the name implies, this has to do with the rate of spin or how much an object is spinning. As it turns out, an object traveling through the air that's spinning actually has a new force called the Magnus force. Spinning has several important characteristics. Number 1, the velocity is pointing in this direction. That is a measure of how hard the ball has been thrown. Second, pointing down, we have the force of gravity. Third, pointing backwards from the velocity, we have the force of drag, which is tending to slow the ball down as it pushes through the air. Finally, we now have the Magnus force. There are a couple of key ingredients that we need to focus on with regards to the Magnus force. It depends on two parameters: the spin rate times the velocity. Now, what I'm gonna do is to find out the pitching data by using Rapsodo 2.0. Rapsodo is kind of like a radar gun, in fact, that it gives us all the data points from each pitch. So it gives us our velocity, spin rate, the axis of how we're throwing the ball, and then really the metrics on how the ball is moving. So it's important for us to understand how the ball moves, especially how the fastball moves, so they can tailor how we need to pitch. It allows us to be more accurate with what you're doing rather than just simply guessing. So here we have the chart that shows some of the numbers, which happens to be quite significant: spin direction and efficiency. First, speed is how fast the pitch travels from the time it leaves a pitcher's hand, measured in miles per hour. I got 53.7 miles per hour for my four-seam fastball. Second, total spin shows the velocity rate at which the ball spins from the time it leaves the pitcher's hand, measured in rotations per minute, RPM. I got 1,298 RPM. Third, true spin is directly creating movement on the pitch, also called useful spin. It is perpendicular to the direction the ball is traveling. It deflects the path of the ball, thus has direct implications on the ball's movement and trajectory. I got 1,225. Fourth, spin axis is the tilt of the baseball, measured in degree, created by the Magnus forces. For me, spin axis shows 1 o'clock, so it's a little bit the side, so it gets a little bit more horizontal break than it would be just straight backspin. Finally, spin efficiency is the percentage of spin directly creating movement on a pitch. This is calculated by taking the ratio of the true spin rate of the ball divided by the total spin. The true spin takes out the side spin of the ball, which offers more RPMs but does not affect the movement of the pitch in any way. My spin efficiency is 94%, which is good, but at the same time, which means I'm cutting it if we're not getting perfectly behind it. Four-seam spinner is designed to train proper grip, release point, and rotation. It provides instant feedback, which accelerates the muscle memory learning process. It is important to have the fingertips on the top of the spinner. At this point, it is extremely important for the fingers to be behind the spinner. When thrown correctly, the spinner will fly smooth and straight like a four-seam fastball. If thrown incorrectly, it will wobble. I would like to talk a little bit about the pressure of fingers. Middle finger is your longest finger and strongest, so as the pitch is released, it's typically come off your middle finger. It's typically in a roll off of middle finger last. So the problem is that it's gonna give a little bit of cut right there. So here we have the drills that using only index finger and thumb and throw in order to improve the index finger and at the same time to eliminate the cut by middle finger. Today, I've discussed about spin rate, my pitching data measured by Rapsodo and drills for improvement. Next time, I would like to talk about how to pitch a four-seam fastball. Make sure to smash the like button below and comment down your suggestions for my future videos. Stay tuned and see you guys later in the next episode. See ya.